Another amazing day to all our grade 6 students. I am glad to be with you in our teleradio episode. I am your teleradio host, Teacher Winkilin Tirador from Magugpo Pilot Central Elementary School. Today is another opportunity for you, our dear pupils, to learn while staying at home. Face-to-face, online learning, modular learning, whatever it is, there is only one thing that is really important. Learning can take place anywhere at any time. Remember, in learning, we can change the world one step at a time. For our episode today, we will discuss Module 2 Conjunctions, pages 1 to 10. The lesson will be delivered to us by Teacher Iris Christine A. Mejos of Magugpo Pilot Central Elementary School.
Good day, grade 6 students, and to all the parents or helping their kids right now while watching and listening in another fun-filled Teleradio Eskwela episode, where you can discover many things through this new normal way of learning. I know you're eager to learn new things. To start our Teleradio episode, go to your favorite spot where you are comfortable to watch and listen. Grab your pen, notebook, or paper, and don't forget your English 6 Quarter 4 Module 2 entitled Conjunctions. And be ready to make connections. But before we proceed to our next lesson, we will review the things that you have learned from the last episode of our Teleradio Eskwela. They are the simple tenses of verbs. What are they? Simple past tense, the simple present tense, and the simple future tense. I have here sentences. You're going to identify the tenses of the verbs used in the sentences. Are you ready? First sentence. They will play football in that field. What is the answer? The answer is simple future tense. Next sentence. Wendy watches TV on weekends. What is the answer? The answer is simple present tense. Great! Now let's go to the last sentence. Explorers took tomatoes to Europe from the Americas in the 1500s. What is the answer? Simple past tense. I hope you got the correct answers, kids. Apply the things that you have learned about the tenses of verbs in real-life situations. Here we go! From the given sentences, two ideas were combined using conjunctions. All you have to do is identify the sentence which has a complete idea and the phrase which do not have complete thought or idea. Do not forget the period at the end of the sentence. Again, identify the sentence which has a complete idea and the phrase which do not have complete thought or idea. Do not forget the period at the end of the sentence. Let us try. The first one is done for you. My dog eats fruit of meat, but she doesn't like it raw. Locate the sentence and locate the phrase. The sentence is, my dog eats fruit of meat. And the phrase is, but she doesn't like it raw. Now, let's proceed to number 2. You are going to do this independently. The new carpet in the living room is beautiful, but it doesn't match the furniture. Now, find the sentence and find the phrase. The sentence is, the new carpet in the living room is beautiful. Kids, don't forget that when writing the sentence, you should start with capital letter and ends with a punctuation mark. And in this example, the sentence ends with a period. Phrase is, but it doesn't match the furniture. Third sentence, Jose applied for a nursing job at the new medical facility in town. Find the sentence and find the phrase. The sentence is, Jose applied for a nursing job. And the phrase is, at the new medical facility in town. You're doing great job, kids. Now let's proceed to the fourth one. Minnie traveled through Davao del Norte and explored many interesting tourist spots. Find the sentence and find the phrase. The sentence is, Minnie traveled through Davao del Norte. And the phrase is, and explored many interesting tourist spots. Did you get the correct answers? If yes, that's good to hear. If not, do not worry. Just listen to our discussion today so that you will learn about our lesson. Are you ready? Now, let's talk about English 6, Quarter 4, Module 2, entitled Conjunctions. Number 1. Define and identify the type of conjunctions. Number 2. Identify the correct conjunction to be used to form coherent sentences. And number 3. Combine ideas using conjunctions to form coherent sentences. Now let's go to our proper lesson. Conjunctions. So, what are they? Conjunctions are parts of speech that are used to connect words, phrases, clauses, or sentences. This moment, we are going to discuss 3 kinds of conjunctions. They are subordinating conjunctions, coordinating conjunctions, and correlative conjunctions. The first one that we're going to discuss is all about coordinating conjunctions. What are they? They join 2 words, phrases, that are equally important and complete in terms of grammar. When learning about coordinating conjunctions, you're going to remember this acronym, FANBOYS. FANBOYS stands for F for A and nor, B but, O or, Y yet, and S so. For example, for explains reason or purpose. Another term for this is because. I go to church every Sunday, for I long to hear God's words. And adds one thing to another. I like flowers, and I love planting them in our garden. Nor, used to present an alternative negative idea to an already stated negative idea. Example, she is neither friendly nor kind. But, shows contrast. Example, I hate cooking, but I love eating. Or, presents an alternative or a choice. Example: would you rather read a book or watch a good TV show? Yet introduces a contrasting idea that follows the preceding idea logically, similar to but. Example: I always take a book to the park, yet I never seem to turn a single page. And the last one, so, indicates effect, result, or consequence. Example: I love watching movies, so my vocabulary has widened. Can you relate to this? Remember, kids, when learning about coordinating conjunctions, remember the acronym FANBOYS. For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Another kind of conjunctions that we are going to discuss is subordinating conjunctions. What are they? They join a subordinate clause or dependent clause to a main clause or independent clause. When using subordinating conjunctions in a sentence, we're going to remember this: main clause plus subordinate clause, or it could be subordinate clause plus main clause. So, what is a subordinate clause? It also means dependent clause. It depends on a main or independent clause. It cannot stand alone. Now let's go to the main clause. It also means independent clause. It has a complete thought or idea. It can stand alone. What are subordinating conjunctions? They are after, although, as, because, before, that, how, if, once, since, then, though, till, until, when, where, whether, while, unless, and due to. Examples: the dogs are playing outside when their owner left the house. The main clause is the dogs are playing outside because it expresses a complete thought or idea. Who are playing outside? The dogs. Where are the dogs playing? Outside. The subordinate clause is when their owner left the house because it cannot stand alone. It does not express a complete thought or idea. Now let's go to the second example. Although it was raining, Sam went playing. Although it was raining is a subordinate clause because it does not express a complete thought or idea. And the main clause is Sam went playing because it expresses a complete thought or idea. Another kind of conjunctions that we are going to discuss is the correlative conjunctions. What are they? They are paired words. They join words, phrases, or clauses having reciprocal or complementary relationships. What are they? Examples are either or, neither nor, whether or, both and, not only, but also. Examples: he may buy either a laptop or a camera. Another example is, so kids, what are the three kinds of conjunctions? They are subordinating conjunctions, coordinating conjunctions, and the correlative conjunctions. So, are you ready for our practice? I have prepared 2 activities for you. Now, let's solve activity number 1. The direction is identify the conjunction in each sentence. Write SC if it is a subordinating conjunction or CC if it is a coordinating conjunction. Again, identify the conjunction in each sentence. Write SC if it is a subordinating conjunction or CC if it is a coordinating conjunction. Ready? Now let's proceed to number 1. Dave picked the spaghetti and Ava picked the adobo. What is the answer? And it is CC or coordinating conjunction. Now let's go to number 2. She laughed when the puppy chased the ball. What is the answer? When. When is SC or subordinating conjunction. Now let's go to number 3. The dog limped as it crept through the corner. What is the answer? The answer is S. It is an SC or subordinating conjunction. You are doing great job, kids. Now let's go to number 4. Because it began to rain, the game was called off. The answer is because. And it is an SC or subordinating conjunction. Now let's go to the last one. Number 5. I called Lori, but she did not hear me. What is the answer? The answer is but, and it is CC or coordinating conjunction. Great job, kids! Now let's go to activity number 2. Ready? Direction. Combine the ideas by rewriting the given sentences to form one coherent sentence. Choose the correct conjunction from the box. John did not know what to take for snacks. He asked his mother for an idea. Again, John did not know what to take for snacks. He asked his mother for an idea. The conjunctions are so, because, but. The answer is so. John did not know what to take for snacks, so he asked his mother for an idea. So let's go to number 2. Mary left the class early. She had a headache. Again, Mary left the class early. She had a headache. The conjunctions are so, because, but. The correct answer is because. Mary left the class early because she had a headache. Now let's go to number 3. Emily knew she had to get to school on time. She woke up late. Again, Emily knew she had to get to school on time. She woke up late. The conjunctions are so, because, but. Combine the two sentences. The correct answer is but. Emily knew she had to get to school on time, but she woke up late. Now let's go to number 4. Her mother said she could not drive her. Lucy decided to leave early and walk to school. Her mother said she could not drive her. Lucy decided to leave early and walk to school. The conjunctions are so, because, but. Now, combine the two sentences. What is the answer? The answer is so. Her mother said she could not drive her. So, Lucy decided to leave early and walk to school. Now let's go to sentence number 5, the last one. The store near her did not have any fresh fish. She went to another store and bought it there. Again, the store near her did not have any fresh fish. She went to another store and bought it there. The conjunctions are so, because, but. Now, combine the two sentences. The correct answer is so. The store near her did not have any fresh fish, so she went to another store and bought it there. Did you get all the correct answers? If yes, that's good to hear. If not, review your Quarter 4, Module 2 in English Grade 6 for the things that you have missed, or do not hesitate to contact your teachers if you have questions about your lessons. Before we end our lesson, again, what are the 3 kinds of conjunctions? They are coordinating conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions, and correlative conjunctions. I hope that you will be able to use correctly the conjunctions when writing sentences or paragraphs. Thank you for today, kids! According to Confucius, it does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. That is why, dear Grade 6 learners, despite the health crisis, never stop from learning. Learning will continue. Quality education must be delivered. Remember, we are all in this together.
Thank you very much, Teacher Iris, for that meaningful discussion. Likewise, thank you Grade 6 learners for tuning in to Charm Radio and for watching our teleradio episode in our Tagum City DepEd Facebook page. Kids, continue doing all the activities in your module and do not forget to follow the directions carefully. Once again, this is your teleradio host, Teacher Winkelin Tirador from Magugpo Pilot Central Elementary School. Stay safe, stay healthy, God bless everyone!
Depetagong Radyo Square.